Hello and welcome to NewsX's A-List. This is a special show wherein we bring to you candid conversations with some of India's brightest talents and minds. My colleague Uday has engaged in a candid conversation with renowned music composer Mithoon, where the star has shared his recent achievements, the state of the current music industry, and much more. Listen in.
Creating magic with his compositions.
Recreating all of that, was that a challenge and how did you go about it?
Creations, I knew the magic done by Uttam Singh Ji and Anand Bakshi Saab does not need to be recreated, it just needs to be represented.
Creating history with his latest release.
What do you believe have been one or two albums that changed the course of your career?
As an artist, always stick to your conviction, and that really was a game changer for me mentally.
NewsX India A-List proudly recognizes Mithoon for excellence in music.
Hello and welcome. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on this special interview on NewsX. We are in conversation today with music composer Mithoon. Mithoon, welcome to NewsX. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Uday.
Well, let me start out by firstly congratulating you क्योंकि आपकी फिल्म गदर 2 के गानों ने वाकई में गदर मचा दी है पूरे देश में. It is doing so well. So congratulations on that. What's the feeling like right now?
देखिए, कुछ चीजें जो होती है वो एकदम उत्सव की तरह होती है देश में, एंड आई फील गदर 2 ने वही उत्सव का जो माहौल है वो देश में ला दिया है. आई फील very vindicated as an artist, as a Hindi film composer, and also as a cinema buff to see this kind of madness for the film, for the music in the theaters. So I think it's one of the biggest high points of my career, even emotionally speaking.
Yes, but how was it for you taking on this challenge? Because the original songs, the original film has been loved so much, and it's been so many years. So for you, recreating all of that, was that a challenge, and how did you go about it?
Honestly, Uday, if I would have seen it as a challenge or as an obstacle, I would have never done it.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it as something which invited me, because I think my heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
Speaking about the recreations, I knew the magic done by Uttam Singh Ji and Anand Bakshi Saab does not need to be recreated. It just needs to be represented.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to add anything more. I just wanted to let it shine. So I kept the the aura of the original work intact. If you listen to the recreations, it's so amazing that when Urja Kale Kawa came out pehli baar, so in the lakhs of comments, there is not one negative comment for a recreation.
Yeah.
So I think that's only because the respect that I had for the art and for the work that my seniors have done, it could clearly be seen. So that felt great. And then when the film released, when my original work came, I could see people clapping in the theaters, whistling in their theaters, dancing.
Yeah.
So the entire experience has been very beautiful. I think I also look at it from a very story perspective. Like when I did Ashiki 2, तो उस टाइम पे भी मुझसे यही सवाल पूछा गया था कि आप was it a challenge?
Yeah.
But I feel that every story is different, and when Anil Sharma ji gave me a full narration, I felt it's a beautiful story. जैसे वो बोल रहे कि अर्जुन और अभिमन्यु की कहानी. So I felt it's a beautiful story that could be set to music. I didn't look at it from the point of view of a Gadar 2 brand. It was my job as a composer setting a story to music, film music. Yeah. And from there, everything just flowed.
Yeah. Which is your favorite, or is that tough to say from all the tracks you've composed
Right now, it's there's a song called "Chal Tere Ishq Mein Pad Jate Hain."
Okay.
I'm really, because theater में जो response गाने को मिल रहा है. When Subhash Ghai साहब called me up a couple of days back, and he told me कि ये वो गाना है कि मैं अगर फिल्म बनाता मैं ऐसे गाने रिकॉर्ड करना चाहूंगा. So, I've really looked up to his cinema. I've looked up to his music with Lakshmikant Perilal so much. So I felt very, very humbled, and I'm really enjoying the entire old world charm that today's generation, लोग बात करते हैं कि आज का generation है, social media है, shorts है, reels है. लेकिन आप जाके थिएटर में देखिए, लोग 7 मिनट की कवाली सुन रहे हैं, उसको enjoy कर रहे हैं. So that speaks a lot for us as artists.
Okay, well, Gadar 2, of course, doing very well right now. But let's look back at the year gone by for you, Mithoon. Tell us how it's been personally for you, enjoying married life with Palak. We keep seeing your photographs with her on social media. And also professionally for you. if you talk about film music, from successful songs in Gumrah to Bawal, and now, of course, Gadar too.
Rightly, Uday, as you said that, it's been a very beautiful year for me. I'll speak professionally first that I really enjoyed working on Gumrah. The director had very interesting sensibilities, and filmed it really well after it came on OTT.
Mhm.
Bawal again was a very interesting project because I think Nitesh Tiwari is one of the best filmmakers we have in our country today. और उनके sensibilities इतनी अलग किस्म की कहानी भी है अगर आप देखेंगे बवाल. And my song did so well again with Manoj Muntashir and Arijit.
Yeah.
And then Gadar 2 happens जो हम सबको जो है अचंभे में कर देती है. It is like such a beautiful moment for Hindi cinema. I've been told it's one of the largest weekends in the history of Hindi cinema for Gadar 2 and Oh My God 2 as well, Jailer as well. So you just feel great as somebody who's grown up, looking up to Hindi cinema, looking up to Bharatiya cinema as a whole. You just feel vindicated ki, this art is here to stay, and it will encourage so much more talent, so many more new ideas. So I think the sky is the limit now.
Now, yes, absolutely. Looking back now at your career as well. Which do you believe have been one or two projects that were game changers for you? If we look back at the albums, at the songs, it's a good point. With this success, to look back at previous successes. What do you believe have been one or two albums that changed the course of your career and trajectory of that?
I think एक ऐसा album होता है जिसके ऊपर मैं खुद confident नहीं था. Was the album of a film called Anwar. And उसमें जो मेरे गाने थे मौला मेरे मौला एंड तो से ना लागे, मैं उनको लेकर I wasn't confident when I was handing over the master. मुझे लगा था I'd become very indulgent as an artist.
Okay.
Because the songs were 9 minute long. There were long interludes. मौला मेरे मौला has a 1.5 minute का intro. So I felt कि maybe I've overindulged. But then जब लोगों ने उन गानों को इतना प्यार दिया और इतना मतलब हिस्टोरिक को बन गया अपने आप में वो साउंड ट्रैक, तो तब मुझे एहसास हुआ कि एज एन आर्टिस्ट ऑलवेज स्टिक टू योर कन्विक्शन, and that really was a game changer for me mentally. And after that obviously the train happened, Murder 2 happened, Ashiki 2 happened, Half Girlfriend, Sanam Re, Kabir Singh, all different highs. But I think वो जो एक होता है ना कि आपको मालूम पड़ जाता है कि नहीं ये मैं अपने प्रिंसिपल से कभी हटूंगा नहीं. That was a moment for me which happened in Anwar.
Okay. Now you are, of course, a music composer, a director who's looked up to by budding talent, by people who want to get into the industry. But for you, who was someone who you idolized, you looked up to when you were entering the industry?
Obviously, when I was growing up, because I was like I couldn't witness the work directly of the greats like Madan Mohan Saab, Lakshmikant Pyarelal ji, S.D. Burman ji, Pancham Da, obviously. So my dad, he has been a big blessing for me कि उन्होंने मुझे इन सब का काम सुनाया है. तो I would listen, even as a school kid, I would listen to these works. I would listen to the work of Raja Mehdi Ali Khan Saab, Hasrat Jaipuri Saab, Majroor Sultanpuri Saab, and obviously Anand Bakshi, who just brought a revolution in poetry. But then growing up, I think a very good hero for me was obviously our national treasure, A.R. Rahman sir. His work ethic, his focus, and the way he would just conduct himself also had a great influence on me as a human being and as an artist both. So yeah, I think all just put together just brought me to where I am today.
बहुत खुशी हो रही है आपको और हमें भी और जनता को भी. तो एक लाइन हो जाए जो एक खुशी को इजहार करेगा. We'd like you to have a line. How can we have an interview with you without a line? I know it's cliched, but हो जाए.
So I think मेरा गाना है दिल झूम in Gadar 2. तो फिलहाल मुझे लगता है हम सभी झूम रहे हैं. तो it goes as ये शौकी ये शरारत ये नफासत नजाकत, ये शौकी ये शरारत ये नफासत नजाकत, बहुत खूबसूरत हो आप सर से पाँव तक दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम जाए दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम जाए तुम्हें हूर हूर तुम्हें हूर 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 सा ये पाए दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम दिल झूम झूम जाए।
थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू फॉर दैट। एंड उम्मीद करते हैं कि इसी फिल्म के साथ ही नहीं, मगर आप अगले भी जो आपने एल्बम्स लिस्ट किए हैं उन सब के संग गदर मचाएं बॉक्स ऑफिस पे और देश में। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। थैंक यू सो मच मिथुन फॉर जॉइनिंग अस एंड कंग्रेचुलेशंस वंस अगेन ऑन द फैब सक्सेस।
थैंक यू सो मच।